Hello, what's up, people? Today I'll be talking about how compound interest makes you rich while you sleep. Compound interest is when your money starts working harder than you do. If anybody asks you what the compound interest is, you tell them compound interest is when your money starts working harder than you do. Yeah, it's not just earning interest, it's earning interest on interest. Compound interest is not just earning interest, it's earning interest on interest. Here's the mistake most people do make. Most people make this mistake. They think wealth comes from earning more salary, but I'm here to tell you that wealth does not come from earning more salary. Yeah, salary helps, yes, but compounding is what turns small money into serious money. Compounding is what turns serious money into serious money. Let me show you a simpler, simplified for you. If you save, let's say, $5,000 and invest it in 12% a year, 12% interest in a year. After 1 year, your $5,000 will turn to 5,600. After 5 years, that $5,000 can turn into, let's say, um, $8,800. And after 10 years, it keep compounding. You didn't add anything extra to your money. The money grew because time did the work for you. And that is the truth. Okay. Now what happens when you add consistency to it? Consistency. If you invest $5,000 every month, in 5 years, you have like 400,000. In 10 years, we're talking your money keep compounding. Yeah. So same monthly amount, different outcome because time plus compounding. We call it time plus what? Compounding. This is why starting early beats starting big. Starting early beats starting big. Someone who starts investing small at the age of 25 will often end up richer than someone who starts big at 40. That's the simple truth. Compounding rewards patience. When you are into compounding, it rewards patience, consistency, and discipline. It rewards patience, consistency, discipline. And compounding also punishes delay, impulsive spending, stopping and starting. It punish you. You have to be consistent, you have to be disciplined, you have to be patient. That's why I always tell you the most powerful word in money is not salary, it's time. The most powerful word in money is not salary, it's time. When you sleep, your money keeps working. When you wake up, it's bigger than it was yesterday. And that is the simple truth. That's how compounding interest quietly builds wealth. Compounding interest quietly builds wealth. Okay, if you want, if you're in Nigeria, you want to ask me realistically how to calculate it yourself so nobody deceives you, or you are anywhere in the world, yeah, how to calculate it yourself. This is how you calculate your compounding, not theory, okay? So I'll group these things in risk level. We have the where can you compound your money, to stay invested. Number one, treasury bills and government bonds. Treasury bills and government bonds, they are of no low risks. That's what we call them, risk-free investment. Invest in treasury bills or government bonds. This is the foundation, not the get rich quick. It's just the foundation, not the rich layer. You know, um, you can get, if you have access to bank apps like there are so many banks apps you can use to access government treasury bills. I mean treasury bills and government bonds. If you can download the AfriVest app or Invest Ninja app, you can easily buy the government bond if you're in if you're living in Nigeria. Why you should start with investing in bond? It backed by the federal government. There's predictable returns. You can roll over interest, and that's what helps in compound interest, in compounding. when you invest your interest. You can roll over interest and principal. You know, returns will make you rich fast. That's the simple truth. But they protect capital and compound steadily. They are best for emergency fund growth. When you're a conservative investor, money you must not lose. If you have money you must not lose, I advise you to look into treasury bills and government bonds. Number two, money market funds. You know, there are more low moderate risks. This is where many Nigerians should start from, where we have the Stanbic IBTC Money Market Fund, we have the IRM Money Market Fund, the Cowryverse, Piggyverse Money Mutual Fund. Why they compound? Interest is added daily. You know, returns are reinvested automatically. You know, the interest is calculated daily. Returns are reinvested automatically. You can add money monthly. Monthly, you can just drop little money. This is compounding on autopilot. This one is best for monthly investing. You know, is best for beginners. Short, medium term goals. If you have short and medium term goals for your money, I advise you to look into money mutual fund. Okay. Then number three, dividend paying stocks. There are stocks that pay dividend. This is where compounding starts to feel real. You know, you go to the Nigerian exchange, the NGX. Examples: the banks. You go to the consumable goods companies, industrial companies with long history. This is how compounding happen. You earn dividends, you reinvest the dividends, you buy more shares. Yeah, how compounding happens. You earn dividends, you know, you reinvest the dividends, you buy more shares. More shares equals to more dividends next year. If you add the number of shares, you know, because most companies, for those of you who don't know, company pays dividends in form of shares. You know, the higher the number of shares you have, the higher your dividend receipt, because they pay you per share. Company pays dividend per share. It's called earning per share. Yeah, this is how quiet wealth is built. This is how what quiet wealth is built. Number four, I'll talk about mutual funds, ETFs. These are moderate risks. If you don't want to pick stocks yourselves, you're going to rely on professionals. You know, where equity mutual funds, balance funds, exchange traded funds, and this is why they work. The professionals will manage your funds. It gives room for diversification, long-term growth, and reinvestment. This is for people who want to growth without stress. If you want growth, your money to grow without stress, I advise you to go for the mutual funds, the ETFs. Okay. Then you can also look at the dollar-based investment. Okay. Compounding is useless if inflation kills your gains. Compounding is useless if inflation kills your gain. Talking about dollar mutual funds, foreign ETFs through regulated platform. We have regulated platform like the Bamboo. I use Bamboo often. You know, dollar-based investment like Euro bonds. Yeah, why this matters is because in Nigeria, you know, the compounding in hand currency is not just naira, because you know, for those of you who have been investing in Nigeria, you know that the Nigerian naira fluctuates a lot. It went from less than 100, less than 200 in the last 10 years. It's now trading for almost 1,400, above 1,400 at today. You know that is inflation eroding your money. So please look into investing in dollar-based investment. Number six, business reinvestment. This is compounding through skills and systems. Example, reinvesting profit into tools. You know, you hire your help, you expand your reach. If done well, when you hire help people to help you invest your money. If you've done well, business compounding beats everything else, but it requires discipline. The real secret Nigerian miss. It requires a lot of discipline. Compounding is not about finding the highest return. It's about staying invested. reinvesting gains, avoiding panic, letting time work. Even with 20,000 naira monthly, if you do it consistently for 10 to 20 years, you can change your financial life. So I advise you today to understand the power of compounding. And as you start your investment journey, I wish you success. I wish you good luck. Tell if you follow this channel, you're going to learn about money, and I guarantee you that you'll be ahead of inflation and you'll be financially free. Thank you for joining me today. If you like this, if you've learned something today, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share so that others will learn about the power of compounding. Until I come your way next time, stay healthy, stay wealthy, and stay wise. I remain King Thomas Allison, your financial literacy advocate. Stay blessed. Thank you.